Imagine this. A poor boy sleeps on the cold dirt floor. His roof leaks when it rains. His clothes are torn. He owns only one piece of bread. Yet every single day, he smiles. Meanwhile, the richest man in the village owns gold, land, servants, horses, and a giant mansion. Yet he cannot sleep at night. He is angry, stressed, miserable. So tell me, who is actually rich? The man who owns everything, or the boy who can still smile with nothing? Today, I will tell you the story of a poor boy who discovered a secret so powerful that even kings could not buy it. A secret that can make you happy in every situation. And by the end of this story, you may never look at happiness the same way again. In a dirty, forgotten village called Dust Hollow, surrounded by dry hills and cracked roads, lived a poor orphan boy named Noah. Noah had no parents, no money, no house, no future. Every night he slept inside an old broken barn. When it rained, water dripped onto his face. When winter came, he shivered beneath torn blankets. When hungry, he searched for leftover bread in the marketplace. Yet something strange happened. Noah smiled every day. Not a fake smile, a real one. The villagers thought he was crazy. In the center of the village lived a wealthy old merchant named Victor. Victor owned a giant mansion, gold coins, horses, servants, farmland. Everyone wanted Victor's life, but nobody knew the truth. Victor was miserable. Every night he worried about losing money. Every morning he worried about competitors. Every afternoon he worried about thieves. His wealth grew bigger. His happiness grew smaller. One day he saw Noah sitting beside a muddy river. The boy was eating half a stale piece of bread and smiling. Victor became furious. "Why are you smiling? You have nothing." Noah simply smiled. "Maybe, but I also have nothing to lose." Victor couldn't stop thinking about that answer. The next day, Victor approached Noah. "Boy, if you can teach me happiness, I will make you rich." Noah laughed. "Then follow me." The old merchant agreed. For the next 3 days, Noah would teach him 3 lessons, 3 simple gifts that would completely change his life. Noah took Victor to the poorest side of the village. They found an old blind man. The man had nothing except a wooden flute, yet he smiled while playing music. "How can you smile?" Victor asked. The blind man laughed. "Because I still hear the birds. I still feel the sun. I still breathe." Victor fell silent. For the first time, he realized happiness does not come from what you have. It comes from what you appreciate. A terrible storm hit Dust Hollow. Rain flooded roads. Trees crashed down. Villagers panicked. Victor screamed in frustration. This storm ruined everything. Noah stood quietly beneath the rain. "Can you stop the storm?" "No." "Then why are you fighting reality?" Victor froze. For years he had spent his life fighting things he could not control. The weather, people, the past, bad luck. The storm continued, but Victor's anger slowly disappeared. Noah led Victor to a hill overlooking the village. A beautiful sunset filled the sky. Orange, gold, red, purple. "What do you see?" Noah asked. "The sunset." "No," Noah smiled. "You see it now." Victor looked confused. "Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow doesn't exist. This sunset only belongs to this moment. Most people miss life because they live in yesterday or tomorrow. Happy people live in today." Victor stared silently. For years, he had never actually lived. He had only worried. Months later, a fire destroyed part of Victor's warehouse. Years earlier, he would have gone mad. He would have screamed, blamed others, lost sleep. This time, he simply took a deep breath, looked at the sky, and smiled. The villagers were shocked. "Aren't you angry?" Victor shook his head. "I lost some money, not my peace." Years passed. Victor became happier than ever. Not because he became richer, because he became wiser. One evening, he asked Noah one final question. "What is the secret?" Noah smiled. Happiness is not something you find, it is something you choose. Be grateful for what you have. Accept what you cannot control. Live in the moment you are given. Do these 3 things, and even the hardest life becomes lighter. Most people spend their lives chasing happiness, more money, more success, more possessions, more approval. But happiness is not waiting at the finish line. It is walking beside you right now, in a sunrise, in a meal, in a conversation, in a breath. If you cannot be happy with little, you will never be happy with much. Because happiness does not come from your circumstances, it comes from your perspective. So today, stop chasing happiness, start noticing it, and your entire life will change.